If you're a real steak lover, you need this sauce in your life. Seriously, this isn't just any sauce, it's the kind of sauce that transforms a good steak into an unforgettable experience. Imagine sitting down to a perfectly cooked steak and then drizzling over it a rich, creamy, garlicky sauce that's so good you'll want to lick the plate clean. This is the recipe that will have your friends and family begging for your secret. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Every bite is a celebration of flavor, juicy, tender steak paired with a sauce that's both luxurious and comforting. It's the kind of meal that makes you close your eyes and savor every single mouthful. Let's make your steak legendary. All right, let's get sizzling. There's nothing quite like the sound of steak hitting a hot pan. The sizzle, the aroma, the anticipation. Cooking steak at home can feel intimidating, but with a few simple steps, you'll be making restaurant-quality steak in your own kitchen. For the juiciest steak, grab 2 ribeyes or sirloins. Ribeye is my personal favorite for its marbling and flavor, but sirloin is a fantastic choice if you want something a little leaner. Look for steaks that are at least an inch thick. This helps you get that perfect sear on the outside while keeping the inside tender and juicy. Pat them dry and hit both sides with a generous shake of salt and pepper. Don't be shy with the seasoning. Salt brings out the natural flavors of the beef, and pepper adds a subtle kick. If you want to get creative, you can add a sprinkle of garlic powder or smoked paprika. But honestly, simple is best when you're working with great steak. Let them chill out at room temp while we get the pan hot, like really hot. This step is key. Letting your steaks sit out for 20-30 minutes helps them cook more evenly, so you don't end up with a cold center. Meanwhile, preheat your pan until it's almost smoking. Cast iron is ideal, but any heavy skillet will do the trick. Add a splash of olive oil or a nice chunk of butter. The oil helps prevent sticking, while the butter adds richness and helps create that gorgeous golden crust. If you want to take it up a notch, try using a mix of both for the best of both worlds. Drop in the steaks and hear that sizzle. That sound means you're on the right track. Don't move the steaks around, let them sit and develop a beautiful crust. This is where the magic happens, so resist the urge to poke or prod. 2 to 3 minutes per side, so they get all golden and crusty. If your steaks are thicker, you might need a little more time. Use tongs to flip them, never a fork, or you'll lose those precious juices. And if you like your steak medium rare, aim for an internal temperature of about 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Throw in some rosemary or thyme if you want to get fancy. The herbs infuse the butter with a subtle, earthy aroma that takes your steak to the next level. You can even add a smashed garlic clove or 2 for extra flavor. Okay, steaks out. Let them rest. This is the hardest part, but it's so important. Resting lets the juices redistribute so your steak stays moist and tender. Tent them loosely with foil and give them at least 5 minutes. Now time for the real magic, the sauce. This sauce is what takes your steak from great to absolutely unforgettable. It's creamy, garlicky, and packed with flavor, but it's also super easy to make. You don't need any fancy ingredients, just a few pantry staples and a little bit of love. Lower the heat, toss in 2 tablespoons of butter and 4 cloves of minced garlic. Let the butter melt gently. And as soon as the garlic hits the pan, you'll smell that incredible aroma. Garlic and butter are a match made in heaven, and they form the base of our sauce. Stir till that garlic smells amazing. You want it soft and fragrant, not browned or burnt. Take your time here. This is where the flavor builds. If you like a little heat, you can add a pinch of red pepper flakes at this stage. Pour in half a cup of broth, a big splash of cream, a spoonful of Dijon, and a dash of Worcestershire. The broth adds depth, the cream makes it luscious, the Dijon brings a tangy kick, and Worcestershire gives it that umami punch. Whisk everything together and watch as the sauce starts to come together. Mix it up and let it bubble for a few minutes till thick and silky. Keep stirring so nothing sticks, and let the sauce reduce until it coats the back of a spoon. If you want it extra rich, you can add a splash more cream or a handful of grated Parmesan. Taste and adjust the seasoning with salt and pepper as needed. Ready for the grand finale? This is the moment you've been waiting for. The steak is rested, the sauce is silky and fragrant, and your kitchen smells absolutely incredible. Slice that steak, cover it in your dreamy sauce, and finish with Parmesan or parsley if you're feeling extra. Take a bite and wow, the steak is juicy and tender. The sauce is creamy and packed with flavor, and every element comes together in perfect harmony. Creamy, savory, garlicky goodness that hugs your steak like a dream. This is the kind of meal that makes you feel like a chef, even if you're just cooking for yourself on a weeknight. You'll be making this sauce every single time. It's that good. Serve your steak with roasted potatoes, a crisp salad, or even some crusty bread to soak up every last drop of sauce. If you're drooling, give this recipe a thumbs up, subscribe, and drop a comment. What would you serve with this epic steak? Maybe some garlicky green beans, buttery mashed potatoes, or a glass of bold red wine? I'd love to hear your ideas. Don't forget to share with a fellow steak lover. Food is always better when it's shared, and this steak is sure to impress anyone lucky enough to try it. So fire up your skillet, pour yourself a drink, and get ready to enjoy the juiciest steak with the most unforgettable sauce you've ever tasted.